This is very much like what we've done with hyperbolas and ellipses, where we have to put it into the right form. We're going to have to do some completing the square. Not quite as much here because there's only one squared part of this. But I go through and I want to set it up into that form, our general form that we had. Looking at this equation, I see it's the y squared, so I'm going to get the stuff, get the terms with the y's in it on one side by themselves, and I'll put everything else on the other side. So I separate them out. I am going to go ahead and complete the square here on the left side. In order to do so, I want to factor out that 3. I'm not going to just divide by it because not everything is divisible by 3. I will have to eventually, but not yet. Complete the square. Half of the 2 is 1. Square that, that's 1. I added a 3, or added a 1 over here inside parentheses on the left side. I'm actually adding a 3 to the other side because it said 1 times 3. Factor this, and I'll collect some like terms over here. This is where it gets a bit different. I'm going to go ahead and factor out the 4 here on the right side that I see they have in common. And then I am going to divide by the 3. So y minus 1 squared equals 4/3 x minus 5. This is my equation. From this equation, I know that the vertex is at 5, 1. That comes from the h and the k with the y and the k. I know that the p-value is 4/3 divided by 4, which is 1/3. It opens to the right. Since the y is squared, it opens right or left. Since it's a positive, it opens to the right. Taking a look at graphing this, 5, 1 is my vertex right there. The p-value tells me how far I go to the right and the left, right in this case, right and left, because it opens right and left, to get my other points. So if I go, it opens to the right, that means my focus is to the right, so I go right here. That's my focus. That has a value of 5 1/3 or 16/3 1. And my directrix is 1/3 to the left. And I just kind of put that line in there. That is my directrix. So my directrix is x equals 4 2/3 or 14/3. I've got that. My focal width, or the latus rectum, is 4/3. Has a length of 4/3. So I take, and from my focus, I go up 2/3 and down 2/3. So that point there and that point there are on my parabola. I use those and sketch that in. And that is my parabola. That's all my information: vertex, focus, directrix. I know I listed out a couple of extra things here with the P and the opening to the right and the focal width or latus rectum. Those things are helpful just to sketch the graph and sketch it nicely.